pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we start, I would like to welcome our new town board member, and that would be Councilwoman Sarah Wechter. Welcome aboard. Sarah's not new to the town. She was on our planning board for what, last 6 years? 4, 6 years?
Like maybe 4, 3, 4, I don't know.
So,
Seems longer.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been a while.
So we welcome her to the town board. So with that, I would ask everybody to take a moment for a silent reflection, please. Thank you very much. We'll try and zip through this as best we can. A lot of things are going to be as presented. All these documents are available on our website or from the clerk's office. So I would, adoption approval, I ask for a motion to approve the 2024 regular meetings schedule. That would be work sessions and town board meetings with the audit schedule.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I would ask for a motion for the 2024 Boards Commission meeting schedule.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Which would include the voucher due dates as well. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We have the 2024 holiday schedule. I need a motion to approve as presented.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Approve the 2024 IRS mileage rate that is now 67 cents. The 2023 rate was 65.5 cents, so it increased to 67 cents.
Make a motion to approve as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. The 2024 copy, assessor, and map fees as presented.
Make a motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The Town of Lewiston Resolution 2018-13, which is setting the rates, the fee rate schedule for the town as presented.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now, we also have, and I want to approve this separate because it's newer. We added an out-of-district water rate. So what we have here is the 2024 fee schedule for the Town of Lewiston Water Department. So I'd like to approve that as presented.
Make that motion as presented.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The 2024 cell phone stipend as presented.
Make that motion approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The 2024 credit card payments as presented.
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And the 2024 dishonored check fee of $20.
Make that motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The official and secondary town newspaper, the Niagara Gazette and the Sentinel.
I make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Official town depositories, which would be Bank on Buffalo, Key Bank, and M&T Bank.
I make that motion as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Authorized signers for the payments of checks. I believe that is myself and Deputy Supervisor Conrad.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Our town procurement policy as presented.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Town investment policy as presented.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And Rob and I and Jackie Mel went over that, and it's the same as we've had, and it was very successful. And the town board chooses to follow Robert's Rules of Order. Yes, for a motion.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Appointments and confirmations. Our town assessor, Linda Johnson.
Make the motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Town attorney, Al Dax.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Attorney for the town, Seaman Norris.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Building inspector, seeker compliance officer, Tim Masters.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Code enforcement storm water manager, Chris McAuliffe.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carried. Engineering services, GHD.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Fire inspectors part-time, Pat Martin and Chris Finnitz.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carried. Now, Tim, on here, we have fire prevention chair and it's vacant. From what I understand, Les is gonna continue until otherwise. I believe he said maybe the end of January, February.
Nobody told me that.
Okay. I had a phone conversation, so,
Well, they're actively looking for something.
but he hasn't submitted a
No,
resignation
yes.
letter or anything,
I
so,
believe he's gonna stay through that.
until the transition takes place, so I'm sorry about that. Fire prevention chair would be Les Myers.
Approve. Motion to approve. I'm sorry.
Second.
It's okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Our deputy highway superintendent, Mitch, that's your appointment.
Jeff Conco. Motion to
Okay.
approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I don't know if we had to approve it, but I believe that's your appointment. Historian, town historian Marjorie Maggard.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mrs. Maggard, he was brown nosing you, you caught that. He really said it, he seconded that with a lot of authority. Town prosecutor George Adamson,
Motion to approve.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Highway superintendent, we don't need to approve it, obviously it's Mitch, or actually we do, yeah, park superintendent Mitch Zano.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Police chief Frank Previtt,
Motion to approve.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Recreation director Tim Smith,
Motion to approve.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Registrar records access officer and RMO Donna Garfinkel,
Motion to approve.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Deputy sub-registrars, deputy registrar Tamara. No, not me, Gross.
Carol did that.
Burns, right?
Yes, Burns.
So deputy registrar Tamara Burns,
Motion to approve.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Sub-registrars Carol Schroeder for a few more days and Linda Krebs,
Motion to approve.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Senior Citizens Coordinator Melinda Olick,
Motion to approve.
all in favor?
Aye.
Supervisors confirmations, Deputy Supervisor Bill Conrad, Confidential Secretary Amy Smith, Finance Director Jacqueline Agnello. Right now, we do not have a junior accountant, we do not have a grants consultant, and Our town auditor is Drescher Malecki. I believe Drescher Malecki is the only one we need an approval on.
Motion to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Water foreman Dan Zano.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
WPCC Chief Operator Jeff Ritter.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And the 2024 pay schedule for all the other town employees as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay. One second. So I'm gonna go through this individually, and then we'll approve it afterwards for the board liaisons, because we definitely made a couple of changes. Board of Ethics ex officio will be Attorney Bax. Building Inspectors liaison will be Councilman Morial. Cable Commission, Councilman Myers. CWM Siting Advisory Committee, Attorney Bax. Engineer will be myself, Broderick. Environmental Commission will be Morial. The Fire Bureau will be Councilman Jacoby and Broderick as the alternate. Highway Drainage will be Morial. Historical Preservation will be Jacoby. Justice Court Office will be Broderick. Lewiston Council on the Arts will be Councilwoman Wechter. Library will be Councilman Jacoby. Lighting Advisory Board will be Councilman Myers. Lower Niagara River Region Chamber, which is now called Upward Niagara, will be myself, Broderick. Modern CAC, which is on hold, if it ever changes, will be Morial. Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee. We'll do Sarah Wechter. The Personnel Committee will be myself, Broderick. Police will be Jacoby, Councilman Jacoby. Town and Village Police Liaisons will be myself, Broderick, and Councilman Jacoby. The Planning Board will be Councilman Morial with Councilwoman Wechter as the alternate. Recreation will be Councilwoman Wechter. Risk Manager will be Supervisor Broderick. Sandboard Professional Association will be Myers and Broderick. Senior Citizens will be Sarah Wechter. Signage Committee will be Councilman Myers. Tower Wind Energy Research Committee will be Councilman Jacoby. The Water Department will be Supervisor Broderick. WPCC will be Councilman Morial. And the Zoning Board of Appeals will be Councilman Jacoby with Morial as the alternate. So, motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. This actually to the board meeting. We have yearly appointments for our boards and commissions. The Town of Lewiston Cable Commission is a yearly appointment. I would ask that it remains the same, so I would ask for a motion as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Town of Lewiston Environmental Commission, we have Matthew Feldman to be reappointed for another term, and that's for a motion to approve.
Okay, motion to approve. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that would be it for now. Actually, we're gonna have a couple more openings because we're moving, we had a resignation letter, and we have 2 other board members who are moving to other commissions. So we'll have to take care of that in a future meeting. And just real quick, I have a letter from Victoria Polka, Mr. Steve Broderick, Town of Lewiston Supervisor. Dear Mr. Broderick, please accept this letter as my formal resignation from my position on the Town of Lewiston Environmental Commission effective January 1st, 2024. Thank you for the opportunity to work alongside my neighbors toward the betterment of our community over the past years. Respectfully, Victoria Polka. So, motion to accept her resignation.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The Board of Ethics, which is yearly appointment, as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Town of Lewiston Historic Preservation Commission, we had Karen Lyle, needs to be reappointed. I would ask to reappoint Karen Lyle. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. The Lewiston Public Library, we already took care of at the last meeting. The Lighting Advisory Board is a yearly appointment, so I would ask for a motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. The Modern CAC is a vacancy right now, no appointments made for 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23, and potentially to be deactivated. Town of Lewiston Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee, Tom Deal needs to be reappointed, and he is the head of that commission. Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The Town of Lewiston Personnel Committee will be Donna Garfinkel, Amy Smith, and Al Bax. Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Planning Board, we have two people that terms are up, or actually one that's up and one that joined our town board. So William Berg, I would ask to reappoint William Berg to the Planning Board as the chairman. Motion to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. And to replace Sarah Roquetter on the Planning Board, I wish to get a motion for Zach Collister, and he's coming over from the Environmental Commission. Can I make that motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Now, that term will expire at 12/31/2024, so he'll have a one-year term, and then, correct, and then he'll have to be reappointed. Town and Village Police Liaison, and that we already appointed myself and Councilman Jacoby. Town of Lewiston Signage Committee would be Frank Previtt, Mitch Zano, Gary Wasco, Chris Winstill, with Jason Myers as liaison. There's no changes to that, is there? No? Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. The Town of Lewiston Town Hall Renovation Board, which is Bill Conrad, Deputy Supervisor, Donna Garfinkel, Town Clerk, Bill Guyton, Town Board Member. Oh, no, found a spot for you, Sarah.
No.
So Sarah Wechter will put on the Town Hall Renovations Board. You meet weekly, Sarah, so.
Oh, what do you mean?
No, I'm teasing. Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
Okay, real quick, it includes Bob Landon, Pat Martin, and Tim Masters.
Okay, great.
So need another motion?
Yeah.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. And we have the Zoning Board of Appeals. Mrs. Maggard's term has expired, and we love Mrs. Maggard, but she has let me know that she would like to, if we had a viable option, she would like to step down from the Zoning Board of Appeals, which we appreciate everything she's done. She's got her hands in a lot of stuff. So with that, I would like to ask for a motion to appoint Mark Gallo, who's on our Environmental Commission, to our Zoning Board of Appeals. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. And I believe that is everybody. So with that, I would ask for a motion to close the reorganization meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody, for putting up with that. It's always tedious. And now we'll move to the regular town board work session for January 8th. Agenda approval. Under Supervisor Broderick, we need to put down the DOT, hold on a second, the DOT drug and alcohol abuse policy and the regular drug and alcohol abuse policy. You have to be under 9. Does anybody else have anything to add?
No, I have nothing.
I have nothing.
Okay. Okay, so I will need a approval of the agenda as amended.
I'll make that,
Okay, go ahead.
I'll make that motion.
Second. We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Approval of the regular town board meeting from 12/28/23. Sarah, you should recuse yourself on, you were on board at the time.
I reviewed it, I'll make that motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And we have one abstain. Okay. Abstract of claims, Councilman Morial.
January 8th, 2024. I move to approve the regular abstract of claims number 23-03604 to 23-03640 and number 24-00001 through 24-00025 and recommended payment the amount of $359,868.67.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Department head statements. Tamara, anything from the clerk's office?
We received a letter from the Association of Towns, and we just need to appoint a delegate and an alternate for that, for the 24 training school.
Okay, so we usually, I attend the meetings, and I believe Councilman Morale is the alternate. So I can get a motion to approve myself as, is the delegate, and Councilman Morale is the assistant.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Captain Salata, anything?
Nothing from us.
The master's name? Jackie, you're on the agenda. Deputy Supervisor Connor, anything? Mitch, anything?
Nothing.
Dan, anything? Nothing. Jeff, you're on the agenda. Al, anything?
Nothing.
Melinda?
Everything's good at the senior center. I handed everyone kind of a little spreadsheet on how we've been doing and how our activities have improved. You can just look that over from 21 to 23, just to show that we're really moving and shaking there.
I think everything's great at the senior center.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it's good, so you're doing a great job. Like I say at every meeting, there's more and more cars there. I know you did a few events, you had to turn people away,
Yeah.
which is
Yoga.
unfortunate, but it's fortunate, that people are taking advantage of it. I know tonight, I believe at your center, there's actually yoga at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna it's gonna be like an every other Monday event, I think.
Tim's doing it.
Yeah, so.
It's a recreation.
Right.
But
So
they're
we-
big. If we could talk it up more during our, I have tried to mention it, because we have like 50 people want to come in for yoga on Mondays and Fridays.
Well, I know Dan and Mitch want us to come
I know that.
in. Yeah. No,
Maybe they can do yoga instead of come to the next meeting.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, very successful. In I always say this, I love it when more mature people get involved with our recreation program, and younger people get involved with our seniors.
Yeah.
So if we narrow that gap. I think Melinda, when you first started, we talked about it. We wanted to get rid of that, that stereotype that you had to, go to the senior center if you were,
Yeah, I know.
a lot older. So
Yes.
I think you're doing a great job doing that.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I know former Councilman Guyton's there all the time playing cards. He
He
loves
was
it.
there today.
I know Mrs. Maggard's there all the time. So I really appreciate the job you're doing, and
Thank you.
yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, let's see. Bob Lannon, anything?
I'm on the agenda, Mr. Supervisor.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. Okay. So under, we have no old pending business. We took care of the new business for the Association of Towns. Under Supervisor Broderick, it's technically under legal. Attorney Bax has already had a chance to look at it. So what we need is the updated drug and alcohol abuse DOT policies. These have been updated to comply with current federal and state regulations and to get the town employees back on a random pool drug alcohol screening schedule with AccuStar. So I would ask for approval first of the DOT drug and alcohol abuse policy.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I'll ask for a motion to approve which would basically be the non-DOT town drug and alcohol abuse policy.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
Mr. Supervisor, will this be circulated or just the department heads to make their employees aware?
Yeah, I believe everybody's already, it'll be circulated, and everybody is already, Mitch is aware of it, Dan's aware of it, Jeffrey, so our department heads are aware of it.
Very good.
Okay.
We do all employees or just the people with commercial licenses or?
Well, there's certain tests you do, individuals with CDL license, there's certain tests you can't do to the general,
Oh,
so there's certain federal requirements, that's why it's a DOT.
that's why we have to.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So in New York State, a non-DOT, you cannot test for marijuana now that it's legal in New York
Yeah.
State. The federal law, which is what DOT is, for CDL license, tests for marijuana. So that's pretty much the big difference, but there's a few others as well, so. Engineering, Bob?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, I sent out earlier, and I hope the other board members as well have a detail of a new typical driveway curb cut detail. Is that ringing a bell with everybody?
Yeah, hold on, it's about out of tile, hold on.
Okay.
I have it here. Yeah. We have it.
So there was a very, very minor change we needed to make. If you can see on the section of the curb where that's 12 inches, that's what we're proposing to make the change to. In the prior version, it said 6 inches max, which we needed to make a minor edit to. I reviewed that edit with both the highway superintendent Mitch and Tim Masters. Both are in agreement and would suggest and ask the town board to consider passing a resolution to make that minor change. It's been rare, but on any occurrence that we have had to make edits to the town standard specs, we've always done it via a town board resolution. So that's the only thing I have on the agenda. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to do my best to answer.
Does anybody have any questions first for Bob Land? Does anybody have any questions for Mitch? And does anybody have any questions for Tim? So with that, I would ask for a motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Make the motion.
I'll make the motion to accept as presented.
Second.
With a motion and a second, will that suffice for the resolution? right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any questions? Again, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. That's all I have.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Finance.
I previously submitted 4 2023 budget revisions to the board in your board packet, and tonight I ask for approval of those.
I came in this morning, reviewed them with Jackie. I'll make that motion and accept them
As presented.
as presented.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. See, Rob was paying attention to Bill after all these years. Councilman Jacoby, liaison report.
Well, seems we've been doing a lot of work, but I have nothing to report on.
Give me a sip of water.
Nothing tonight, Mr. Supervisor.
Thank you. Councilman Morial.
I have 2 things on my agenda. We have a retiree from the Water Pollution Control, William O'Connor. I have made the arrangements with the New York State Retirement to retire on January 13, 2024. I wish to extend my best wishes to my fellow employees for their future success. Best regards, William O'Connor. I make a motion to accept his retirement with regrets.